Today I'm presenting about advocating of inclusive in early childhood education and care. And I will discuss about the importance of inclusion in early childhood education and how it is implemented and what practices help all children's learning in early childhood education and care. Firstly, I will introduce what is inclusion. Inclusion is the unconditional right for all the children to participate in learning, playing, social opportunities regardless of their capacity or ability. Inclusive environment in early childhood education and care is based on diversity, belonging, and equal opportunity for all the children. All children are irrespective of their physical, cognitive, behavior, or social need should have access to the positive environment where the individual needs are met. Inclusive practice is key as it builds children's sense of belonging and sense of being. It support positive peer relationships, social development, and decrease experience of discrimination. In addition, inclusive promote an attitude of empathy, respect, and work together among all children. And in the next slide, I will discuss about why inclusive important. It is not about policy, but inclusion is a part of child's whole development. Inclusive environment promote a sense of community, teach children how to learn live with their children who have different abilities, and help children learn social and emotional skills that help them grow to be valuable member of social society throughout their lives. Inclusive participation also help uh, equity in accessibility participation to ensure all children are meaningfully engaged in learning and play. Children feel more confident and positive about diversity if they are made to feel part of it. And there are some laws and framework. United Nations Conversation on the Right of Children, which explicitly says that children have right to participate in the society and right to be education. The second framework is the Disability Discrimination Act 1992 that secure right of children with disability. The third one, National Quality Framework, that sets standard for early childhood education and inclusivity and equity. The last, Early Childhood Australia Code of Ethics, which focus on importance of respect for each children and all, fairness and inclusive in all participation with early childhood profession. And there are some inclusive environments. Accessibility facilities have ramps, wide path, and modify furniture to ensure physical access. Sensory friendly spaces like quiet spaces and visual timetables for children who have sensory sensitivity. There are some other factor, visual support. Children learn to communicate effectively through the use of visual support, picture cards. Flexibility in they may be using adaptable activities, inclusive sport and play. So each children can be play take a full part. And there are some participation how educator or a teacher interact with the children in another indicator of inclusion. As effective practice, inclusion is important manifesting through tailoring of lessons to meet diversity and learning needs, respective teaching and differentiate instructions, positive behavior, where we can support strategy, encourage positive behavior and constructive addressing behaving that are challenging, collaboration partnership, building with the families and specialists to benefit of children's learning, and the supporting socializes learning as a co-worker, ensuring children to be involved in learning and problem solving collaboration with each other. And in the last, we are I'm giving some example. They have helped to their cognitive support, like break down into small tasks, as well as provide visual cues to promote comprehension. And some physical needs like physical support, where they can adaptivity seating, accessible play equipment, and adaptation for participation. And the third one is behavior support. Stick to the predictable routines, give children way to regulate their emotions. And in the last, communication needs. Picture cards, sign language, or AAC devices to help children who have a variety of communication needs. And I have some development strategies where we have two age group, 3 to 5 and 6 to 8. A knowledge of expected development skill is important for inclusive planning in case of children between age of 3 to 5. The approximate level of word level like 2500s, attention 10 to 15 minutes, and they are able to simple sorting jobs at their cognitive level. On the other side, if I talk about the age group of 6 to 8, vocabulary is built up to around 10,000 words, focus 20 to 30 minutes. Also, the more complicated categorization task can be used. These strategies have been used to provide educator information in developmental approaches activities that are inclusive. And in conclusion, I will conclude all everything which I am talking about, like in short, draw attitudes, audience's attention back to the starting point. Inclusive in ECE is not be granted but is the right. The declaration of inclusive practice is for children development and participation and well-being. Teachers are the key part of pursuing equality and belonging in early childhood education. Play-based learning, emotional safety, and commitment to learning through narrative development can leading to be every children being successful. Ultimate the inclusive education of children is beneficial to all children and foster empathy, cooperation, and respect for average each other across the community. And there are some references where I get the resources and knowledge about inclusivity in early childhood education. Thank you.